Hi everyone, this is Vickie Hacking and happy holidays. I hope you're making some money this December because that's what this meeting is all about, is ways to show you to earn more. And so we're going to talk to you about several things this morning. I want to welcome you. I hope you're all being safe, and I hope you'll join us live on Saturday mornings because sometimes we're lonely, a little bit lonely this morning. So I hope that you will join us and that you will make it a habit. You know, we're going to talk a little bit about making lists. How are you at making lists every day? You know, many people ask me some of my success secrets or secrets to having a successful Jafra business. And I'm going to tell you one of the top things that I would put if I had to list what did I do during my Jafra career, because you know I've been with this company 56 years in January. So I was there right from the beginning. I mean, it was still a baby company. I mean, we didn't even have brochures. We had a little teeny threefold. And so, you know, I got to tell you, if I could say to you, one of the things that I have done consistently over the years, and that I would encourage you to do also, is to make lists. Okay, so like you could make your list in the morning if that's a good time for you. But for me, I keep a notepad next to my bed with pencil, because sometimes I will be laying there at night and I'll go, oh, that's a great idea, or oh, I need to do that. I mean, I don't know why. Why do those things come to us as we're dozing off to sleep, all the things that we should be doing? So this is what it's like. It's like having a trash can there. And I don't mean to say, well, it is kind of like, and you're going to dump all the things into it that you should be doing or that you should be remembering, or your brilliant ideas. Aha, I need to call this person. Yes, I remember I met her at the store and I haven't called her back. Oh my God, you know what I mean? Just all the things that come to you, you need to write those down, because otherwise they're inspiration. That's just like somebody special that's talking to you and they're giving you hints. For me, this morning, I've been swimming in the pool in the morning because I'm in Arizona, by the way, just so you know. I'm now in my Arizona home. So it's warm, beautiful, sunny, bright. There we go. So what I get all these brilliant ideas while I'm sitting there doing my workout in the pool. Ideas just keep flowing to me. Need to do this, need to do that, call that person. So it's hard to write notes in the pool, isn't it? But when I come back, I add to my list. So I don't know when's a good time for you to make your lists, but I know that making lists is the key to success in this business. And so I'm going to recommend that you take time every day, whether it be your morning space while you're having your cup of coffee and you're, you know, sitting there, have that tablet, have that, because a lot of times you can't write it all on the computer. You can transfer it to the computer. The other thing that's really successful for me is this phone. Okay, this phone that I have is the key to me doing my business successful, because whenever anything comes to me, a lot of times I'll write it on the phone from my list. I'll take it from my written list, put it in my phone, but especially dates. The first thing you want to do at the beginning of the month is to put into your computer all of the meetings, the Zoom meetings that you need to attend this month. So that needs to go in there. The other thing that needs to go in there is you need to put in your Jafra calendar that you have that has all your events on it with Jackie for many of you. The other thing is I would put the joy meeting down on Thursdays. I'd put every Thursday, I'd put that joy meeting date down and the time. Now, if it's important, you might want to alarm yourself, and I'm sure your phone has an alarm on it. But use your phone as your personal secretary, as your personal assistant, because what it will do is it will help you to be successful in this business. Okay, so some of the things, what do you think? Anybody want to join in and tell me what are some of the things that you at the beginning of the month put on your phone? I'm going to Jafra brochure, right? And the flip book. I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. So you're going to yep.
I take the whole entire calendar, like you said, and I do that in late at night when I'm in bed, and I'll put all the meetings in my phone, and everything's in my phone for the whole entire month.
Yeah, that way you don't miss anything, huh, Dylan?
Yeah. So someone asked me, a consultant asked me, said, "Oh yeah, there's a meeting this time. There's this or that. Oh, you don't have to go to this one, but there's this one." Yeah. So I put that in there late at night on about whenever I get the calendar.
Okay, and then Dee, we talked about doing Google Keep and how important Google Keep is for you. So I'm going to take you through a few things there, but I just want to emphasize to you how important it is to make lists and how important it is to use your phone as your private and personal assistant. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to go in this morning. I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay, and there's my desktop. Get rid of a few things here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into, let me think what I'm going to do first. I'm going to go into my personal Jafra website, okay? And this is where Wileen, I may need your help and everything, but the first thing I want to do is I'm into my business right here. You can see where my business is. So I drop down and I'm going to go to my brochures right there. Wileen, what do you think? Brochures right there. Is that the way you go into it? Because I tried doing it on my business hub and I couldn't get it to work as well as I did here. What do you think?
I have always just gone under virtual business.
Okay.
Rather than business hub.
Okay. So let's go into.
I mean, you can do it this way
I'm gonna
too.
go back. So find the brochure on here. I guess that's what I want to tell you to do, is I want to tell you to go into, you've got one right here that says brochures, and you're saying that I should go into virtual business.
I do that one too, Aileen.
You do that one too? Okay, you guys guide me here. Okay, so I'm
all
going
the
to
way down. Click on that.
There's several ways to do it. So
Then
here you go.
Virtual selling.
Okay.
Right. Virtual selling. Down, down, down. Right there. Down. Whoop, right there.
Got it. Okay, I've got all of you on here, so I'm going to go in here. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to download whatever you need, but where's our brochure? Right here.
It's in the other one. It's a tab over.
Right here, holiday.
Oh, I think I told you the wrong one. Get out of that one.
Okay.
Get out of there, Vickie.
Get out of there. I don't belong in there. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here's my business. Here's virtual business. Okay, you guys guide me.
Monthly updates.
No.
No.
It's the first one.
Monthly updates. Yeah, I told you the wrong thing.
Okay.
Monthly
updates.
To the left.
Monthly updates and brochures. Thank you.
No, well, you can go there too,
Well, I did.
Go back down to virtual
but
business.
Okay.
Go back down to virtual business, bottom left.
Okay.
bottom
There.
bar. Yeah, click that.
Now monthly updates, top left. There you go.
With
Yeah, I
thumbs up.
told you the wrong place.
Okay, so what we're going to do is what I do is I like to download the client brochure. Okay. Now that's going to go into your download folder on your computer. Okay, that's going to go, see right there. It's got it. It's going into my download folder. Here's the flip book. I'm going to click on that. That's going to download also to my download folder. So you guys, I hope you know where your download folder is. So now I could go again, go back and I can go through any of the things that I might need on there, but I'm going to stop right there. Okay, I'm going to stop right there for right now. And I'm going to go into my download folder. Okay, this is the way I go into my download folder. I have a folder that says downloads, and I love it because it tells me my previous 7 days. So right up here, it tells me what I just did. So now I'm going to open up that brochure. Okay, I'm going to open it up. And then this is really important. What you want to do is you want to save it to Google Keep. And I hope this is this is a PDF. I don't want a PDF. I want the,
Why?
well, because the PDF is not going to be as shareable Yeah, I want the flip book. So let's go to the next one. I want to go, these are the brochures.
See, it shows pictures of it's just the pages. You can also copy the URL, the address. You can copy
Yeah,
that.
that's what I want, Dee. That's
You can
exactly what
take
I
those and
want.
put it in a text, or you can send it
I
into
want
an
to
email.
go, so I want to take the link. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to go out of this. Okay, forgive me. I'm going to go back into, here we go. Nope, I don't want that one. I want to go into, let's see if this is it. Yeah, here we go. Okay, here we go. This is the flip book. Okay, you're going to be able to find that on there. When you get the flip book opened, here's the key right here. See where it is? See
Yeah.
that is your link. Okay, that's what I use. So I'm going to copy that link. Now I'm going to go into Google Keep because we've all talked about Google Keep. Here's Google Keep. Now what I'm going to do, it says right here, take a note. When you go into your Google Keep, you're going to take a note and you're going to paste in that link. I hope everybody's following me. See where it starts with HTTPS?
Mhm.
That is the key, what you want to find in the Jafra website. You want to find the HTTP with the link. This is called a link. Okay, see where it says open link? Now, up here at the top, I'm going to put here December brochure. And it's a flip book, okay? So you could even put on there a flip book if you want to. So you know that because you've got two of them. One that if you do the other one, it's going to take up way too much room when you go to send it to somebody. So I don't even copy it because I don't want to be tempted to send that to somebody by email or by a message or a text because it would take up, they would be upset with me for sending them such a large document. So I don't do PDF at all because of that. It's a large document and it would take up a lot of space on somebody's computer and it would take up a lot of space on somebody's cell phone. So you want the HTTP, you want it to look like this. You want to put it in Google Keep. Now, what did I teach you about Google Keep? First of all, I taught you to file it, okay? So I'm going to go over here to add a label, okay? You follow me on here? Add a label. Now, I already have one that says brochures. I checked it. Now it's into brochures. Now we're going to go over to, sorry, it's opening the link. Now we're going to go over here to picture. I like colors. So what do we do for our Jafra color? Purple. I like purple for Jafra. So I know that anything in Google Keep that's got a purple color has to do with Jafra. Okay, now watch this. Whenever I go into here, you can see right here, I'm going to click those three little dots. Okay, and those three little dots are kind of special. Do you see how it says copy URL?
Mhm.
That's what you're going to hit. And it will copy the URL. So you can send it to somebody by text. You can send it to somebody by email. It won't take up a lot of room. Okay, so now what else would I want to put in here under brochures? Action leaflet? Wouldn't you want the action leaflet? How about the full color, that full brochure, the big one? The one that's got how many pages? I don't know how many pages. It's got a lot of pages. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to leave it and I'm going to go back in and I'm going to find the next thing that I want to find, which will be, it's this kind of a little bit hard to do it when I'm, okay, here we go, virtual business. Okay, here's the action leaflet, right? Here's the flip book. See how it says flip book? But I don't think I can use that, Wileen, because it's not going to give me the URL, I don't think, or maybe it does. No, it doesn't. Let's see. I got to find that URL. Anybody help me? Let me see.
Vickie, it's right there. It's right on the top, at the very top.
Okay, good. I can't see it because I've got that thing. Thank you. There we go. There it is. But it doesn't have the HTTP. But I guess it's okay, huh?
Mhm.
Right? Okay, I'm going to copy that. Okay, now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna minimize, I'm gonna minimize it. Then I'm gonna go
Vickie?
into the downloads. Yes.
Isn't it easier to just go on, just go on your regular biz site and hover over where it says e-brochures and then hover over the thing to copy the link.
Okay, Wileen, show
Right
us
there.
that. Where?
Well, if you just go on your regular Jaffa Biz, your regular
Actually, I
biz
was
site.
there. That's where I
Yeah, so
was.
go
but
to the main site, and when you hover over the e-catalogs, you can just
Okay,
grab it real quick.
let's do that in a minute, because I'm right in the middle of going into Google Keep. We'll have you show us Bonnie Jean in a minute. Okay, now I've got that URL, I've got that link. So now I've got the action link. Now I'm gonna go into my Google Keep. Okay, now I'm gonna go up to, take a note, but I'm gonna find the brochure because I think I want to keep it. I want to keep it under the December brochure where I have all the information. So I can open up that and I can actually go down and paste that link. Now you could do a separate, one. If you want to do it separately, you can. You don't have to do, I'm putting it all under December brochure. But I could do another December action. Okay, I'll do that for you. Okay, I'm going to do that. Okay, now here we go. But that means if I do a separate one, that means if I do another take the note and I put it in there, I have to label it December action. Somebody's got voice on. So will you mute your phone, please? Okay, so here we go. There's the December action. There's the link right there. But I'd have to go back and label it again. So I'd have to change, I'd have to go in and label it to brochures. So here we go. I didn't mean to go and do this. So here we go. But it brings up the, there it is. It's going right into there. If you click on these three little dots, it's going to tell you to copy the URL. That's what you're going to send to people. Okay, right there is the action. Right there, those three little dots. You copy the URL, and now your December action is there. I'm going to put the color purple. Okay, and then I like to put the label brochure, but apparently it's already got it there as a brochure. So there you go. Now, whenever I go over here to Google Keep and I go to brochures, everything that's labeled December has to do with December. Okay, now I'm going to go back in and I'm going to have Bonnie Jean show us the way she does it. Okay, now again, this is my download folder. This is where I keep the documents, but I'm not going to use them. I'm going to go to Google Keep and I'm always going to send it. All right, now let me go back into, I want to make sure that I go back into, I got some things saved. So I got to go back into Jafra Biz. So hold on, go into Chrome, go into, nope, I don't want to do that. I want to go into a new window. So I got my things saved over there for later today. All right, so here we go to, I'm going to go into my sign in for Jafra right here is my little sign in. Okay, now, all right, now you tell me, Bonnie Jean, where I should go.
Well, first of all, I want to ask you, do you bookmark you should have your Jaffa link bookmarked in your row of
It's there. I went in that way.
quick links. Yeah. So anyway,
I did. I went in
okay.
that way. I had it there.
Yeah. So now you're on the our site. If you just click on your regular business site for clients,
There we go. Okay, tell us where you go in.
and then
I'm doing it from my Jafra.
right,
biz page.
you're on your biz site.
Yes.
But I mean, again, there's like a dozen different ways to do it quickly. But sometimes the quickest way is be on your client site, your biz site, your jaffa.com/Vickie hacking, whatever.
Hold on.
And then, the one that customers see. And then just quickly go in the e-catalog tab
Okay,
and then just
hold on. Don't go so fast. Just a minute. Just a minute. I know you think fast. All right,
There you go.
Here we are into your Jafra client site, your site for the clients to go to. Okay, now go up. Where am I going to go?
You're going to hover on the e-catalog.
Okay.
Hover there. Yeah. Or click it.
It opened
it works differently when you're on Zoom because it has a little delay, but normally You could just hover it
All
and the
right,
picture.
so here you go. Here's what you want to copy right there.
Right, but what I was gonna say is you don't even have to go that far, like, because you're on Zoom, it has a little lag and it does funny things, but normally you just go to the e-catalog, you just bring your mouse over the picture and right click, you don't even have to open it, and then it just grabs it.
Okay. All right, well, mainly, the main thing is you want to get whatever's in this little window right here, which is your address bar, okay? You want to copy that, you want to put it into Google Keep the way I told you, then it's always there for you. Okay, it's always there for you. I don't care how you go and get this. There's many ways to do it. Bonnie Jean said, go in through your website, which is a great idea to do. There's my website right here, e-catalog, and I could go down to that e-catalog, and there it
Now,
is.
if you just hover, bring your mouse over the plaid brochure picture.
Okay,
Just
because I
hover
got one more to do. So I'm
No.
hovering.
over
But here
further.
we go. Now here's the catalog. I think I got to open it, Bonnie Jean, for me.
No. Just put your mouse on the plaid picture.
It's right, yeah, it's right on the top. See, Vickie, look at the top, it's right there. I think.
Yeah, but can you hover over onto the plaid picture?
But I don't want the plaid. I want this one. I want
Well,
the plaid
either way,
catalog.
just
I haven't done that one yet.
Well, hover over either of them, and if you don't click on it, if you just right click, it'll automatically bring up the window.
There you go.
There you go. Copy link
Thank you.
address.
Save the link copy the link address.
Yeah, you can copy.
All right, let's do it one more time so everybody can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I right clicked, Bonnie Jean. That's what I did.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I copy the link address. Now here we go. Now you've got it into your copy. Now I'm going to go out of here. I'm going to go into, because I haven't done this yet, so I want to do it. I like that full catalog to send to clients. So let me get out of here.
You can just take the little plus tab and pop it in there.
Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to go down to Google Keep. Got to get you guys out of the way. All right, here we go. Here's Google Keep. Again, I'm going to take a note, or I can go back to the other one that I was working on. But here we go. I'm going to paste that in there. Here we go. Paste it in. There's my full catalog. So now what I'm going to put here is I'm going to put in December full catalog. Now I've got the link there. I'm going to go into here and I'm going to say add a label. The label is going to be brochure and the color is going to be purple. Okay, now watch this. When I go over to my brochures, everything that I need is here. Now, let's say somebody says, will you send me the full catalog? I'm going to go over here to Google Keep. I'm going to go in here to the three little dots. Well, really, I can go right into here. Let's see, three dots. I'm going to open it up. And you see how it says open link? I want this three little dots right here. I'm going to click on that and I'm going to copy the URL. Now watch how easy this is. So now I'm just going to minimize this for a minute. I'm going to go over to my messages. I'm going to go over and I'm going to send it to Karen Moran right now. There's Karen. I'm going to send her a message. I'm going to paste it in there. I'm going to send it to her. Now Karen has the full, and that's what it looks like once it's sent to there. Karen has the full catalog. So let's say that I have Debbie Lawson that says to me, oh, I probably could go through my messages and see, here's Helen Taylor. I'm going to send her that full catalog. She's going to love that. There you go. Karen gets the full catalog. Everybody that you have on your team will want that full catalog or will want the December. You should have a list if you can. And most people sign up today with their cell phone. But if it were me, okay, I hope everybody follows what we've done, but I would take that full catalog or the link for the action and the link, because it doesn't take up any room. They're not going to be upset with you, but they might be upset for the time of the day that you're sending it. Many of you know that I'm famous for getting up at 5:30 or 6 and working on my computer in bed. Well, I have just learned that is not to send any kind of messages at that time of the morning, because some people don't turn their cell phones off. And you're not going to make people happy if you ding with a Jeff or a brochure at their time 4 in the morning. They will hate you. So you don't want to send anything out to anybody at that time of the morning. But that link right there, you need to send as a text to all of your team, because people aren't reading emails like we thought that they should be. We had a call yesterday about that. And I think Lori said like 11%. I'm going to stop sharing for a minute. I think 11% of people are reading emails. That really was a wake-up call for me. I send out that really nice newsletter and everything. So let me tell you why I know that's true. I had someone, I give $100 a month. We have a drawing and it's in my brochure. And you guys, somebody had won it last month and they've never even contacted me for it. Haven't said a word. So I know they didn't read the brochure. They don't even know they won $100. So people aren't reading email. But if I text that to her and say you won, she'll get back to me like that. She said, I did, which is what I will do. But I'm just telling you, people read the text before anything else. So it only makes sense to me that you would send those links out. How many of you by raise of hands do? How many of you send the links out every month? Marilyn, you send them out every month in a text. Because apparently that's the only way you're going to get through. And most of you have when you go into your reports and find your people, you're going to see that they do, they'll get the brochure. I don't think there's anything wrong with sending it out to them twice a month. Time to place a Jaffa order. Paste the link. So I highly recommend you do that. Okay, now we're going to hear from Deland for a while. You've heard from me all morning. My gosh, I've taken up a lot of time, but I had a lot that I wanted to say, and I have more to say. So we'll give you a break. Deland, why don't you take it from here?
Okay, I just was talking about doing live on Facebook. I did several dozen live things and I was not getting any response back. And I thought, what's going on here? And I went and I found out that when I got on Facebook, I did it live and I had everything set up just like I have it all set up for the one I'm going to do today. I've got it all right here. I have it all ready. And I put it on there and I text I happened to see someone on Facebook that was there and that was of my consultants. And I said, hey, do you see my post? And she says, no, I don't. And I said, really? So I thought, oh, what am I doing? So I posted it again and then I posted it again. And long story short, what I did is I sent it only to me and no one could see it. There were several. I did one almost every day. And what happened is when you do live, you can put it down. It says only me or to public. I put it to only me. So I'm the only one that got it. So I did all these live posts to me and I could share it to my timeline. And she finally went into my timeline and she says, well, I can see it on your timeline. But I went to everywhere else out. I went my Jaffa page, it wasn't there. I went to, no, it was nowhere. It's because I put it just to me. So I had all these live posts to just me. So I did find out after that. So I went back and found, it took me a couple of tries to find out to put it to public. It was kind of embarrassing because I did all these live posts for myself.
So Dee, what did you learn from that experience?
Don't send it just to me because I don't need it.
Yes, but also try. Because at first, if you don't succeed.
Well, I did must have done about 10 and I sent them all to myself. And it's just because I'm just learning, everybody, we're just learning too. It's like, oh my goodness gracious. And then I happened to look down and I said, oh, it's only to me. Then I change it to public. And then after that, I got I did do the one on the hair care and I got responses on that one. A lot of back and forth. I even had a contest where they could win a $10 gift certificate for the purchase of the product. And I had, that time I did get some responses. Two of them went out.
Wow. Love it. Love that story. Okay, so I've got Carolyn Murphy Brown. She's on this morning with us. And I asked Carolyn if she would take a few things from the brochure that she would share with us. So here we go. We're gonna have Carolyn share with us from our
from the December brochure.
brochure.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
So I'm going to share a few of my favorite things. There's lots and lots of favorite things, but on page 6 and 7 is our Defy line, which I'm loving. I'm using the Defy line. And there's a few products that I really love. The cleanser is one of them. It's very rich and creamy, and it just feels very luxurious when I put it on my skin. I put it on my skin dry and rub it in. It does take off not all my makeup, but if I have residue underneath my eyes, it'll take that off. And then I just rinse with a warm washcloth and pat dry. It just makes my skin feel fabulous.
You use it sometimes twice a day, like in morning and night.
Twice a day, morning and night. Yes, yes.
Feel good.
Yeah, it really does. The other Defy product that I love is our firming serum. This is great. It helps to kind of keep your skin firmed up. I use it specifically on my throat because I've got some funny little things going on. I inherited it from my mom with my throat and my jowl area. It's also got, in addition to the white truffle, it's got hyaluronic acid in it, which is great for our lips. Something that I recently learned is that some of those lines around our lips are actually because our lips physically are lining up and the lines are spreading to the outside area of our mouth. So I've been using this on my lips as well. Haven't seen much result yet because I just started using it. Our eye product in the Defy line is great. It's got that little massage tip on it where you can put the product underneath your eye and kind of massage it in. It helps to work the product in. I do use a couple of other products in our Royal lines. On page 8, I use the vitamin C serum. I have had, because I'm some sun damage on my skin, and I have definitely seen a difference using that. It has kind of cleared up a lot of the spots that I've had on it, on my skin. And if we flip to page 29, one of my favorites that's been around for a long time is our Lift Serum, Lift Concentrate, sorry, which I use every morning and have for many years because it just kind of feeds those new skin cells, those new baby skin cells that are just forming, that are in our skin. And the last thing that I wanted to share with you today is I use our Royal Jelly Makeup, which is on page 12. It gives me just enough coverage. I can make it, put on a little more if I need to, but it just gives me a light coverage to kind of finish off my skincare routine. That's
Thank you,
it.
Carolyn. Thank you. I love that sponge too. I
Sponge.
love
Mhm.
doing all the blending with that sponge, and it's there. I'm so glad we have it. And we want to remind everybody the candles are here in the US, and so they should be coming out towards the middle of the month. So be looking forward that the candles, even though I know so many are disappointed, they are here and they will be available, and Jaffer will let you know as soon as they are here and available for order. Okay. All right. Now, thank you, Carolyn, so much. Okay, let's take a minute and go into, I wanted to talk to you because every week, I'm going to be referring to Google Keep. We've done some training on that, and I'm going to be always referring on how I use that. But now Canva is our second thing that we're going to be training on these Saturday mornings. So for those of you that haven't used Canva before, you'll want to download Canva. You want to use it by going, so here we go. I'm going to share my screen, and then I'm going to go in here And you're going to go into canva.com. So you're going to go into your browser. Go in here and minimize this and do a new window. Okay, so now here we go. I have a little thing right here that takes me right to it. And Bonnie Jean, there's my one that takes me right to Jaffa, right there. Okay, I got it right there. I don't go to a bookmark. I just got the special place right there. So here's my Canva one. So how are you going to get that? You're going to go to Canva, Canva.com. Okay, so now we've got Canva here. It opens up and it welcomes me. And the first thing that I always go to when I do Canva is I go into my designs. So I'm just gonna, to just spur you on a little bit, I'm gonna show you what Canva can do. And then every week, if you come on this call, I will give you tips on how to use Canva. If you love to send fun things to your friends, little notes, or if you wanna do things for your branch, well, I'm just gonna show you what I've done, okay? First of all, this is an urgent message that I sent to my team to tell you about the call that we had yesterday, okay? I put a YouTube message into it and I put a little message there, Christmas message. It was very easy. I'm just kind of like showing you what I can do with Canva. All right, so let me go back now. I'm not, again, it's just basically hit and miss with Canva. Like I say, always go back to my designs. But I'm learning this too. Here's my Christmas card that I'm going to be sending out to everyone. Okay, I'm not going to open it up because then I got to go back and find my way around again. Then we've got one here that I did a Merry Christmas. Some of you saw that. There it was. I did a Merry Christmas. I just wrote a little note on top of a Christmas thing. Over here, I did the day before we finished the month. I just basically did a little congratulations to everybody where they were. Bronwyn's in there, everybody's in there, my team, my first line team. Then I did a lot of Thanksgiving messages. So it had gobbled, that was all done for me. And then I did, I did a thing where I wanted to be grateful on Facebook. And so because we had a challenge from our church that said, to list on social media what you're grateful for. And I did one, I'm grateful for my family. Can you see it there? You can see it right there. Over here, I did a message to my team about coaching, that I was available. Over here is where I did the ones, remember I showed you these. This is my best offers. I do all those on Canva. Let me see if I can show you. There we go. See, that was all done on Canva. And I have it there so that this month I'm going to go in and take a picture of the brochure, the page, and put it in there. I could just put it right over and it goes right in and takes the place because this one's not available anymore. But I could take that out and then I can go over here. Do you see how it's already set up? And I just basically, I'll say, choose these 4 or choose this one, or I keep the wow in. I can do my number 2 or number 1 or number whatever best offer. See, it's saved there for me. It's like a template. It averages out to so much per product. So all these ones that I've done, I could just do them over with the December brochure. That's why I love Canva. You can do so much with it. So let me go back to home and let me go back to my designs. So
Vickie, Vickie, do you use Pro or the free?
Oh, I do have Pro, but you don't have to have Pro. You guys, there's so much that's with the free, so much. I have so many things, but I wanted to just give you a taste. Okay, here we go. Here's one that I did, a happy birthday card. Okay, you could do such a clever, this is one, a happy birthday card I did to my grandson, because his birthday was in November, and it was the voting month. So I put there, I said, I just put all these fun things on it. You can do it. You just play around with Canva. Said, our most loving grandson, happy birthday. Enjoy your freedom to vote. Celebrate your birthday, November. Riley. I just made a birthday card for my grandson. So, I mean, I just really love Canva. And I want to show you how to use it. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. And you can be so creative. and you'll get better and better at using it. So I want to show you how to do your newsletter on Canva. So we'll work on doing that first page, and we'll be able to, Lori is going to give us a template for each month. I'll share that with you. Those of you that are on my Saturday morning calls, I'm going to share that template with you, and I'm going to work with you on doing the newsletter. So this just gives you a little taste this morning. I don't want to take a lot of time on it, but I just want you to know what you can do. I mean, look at, wouldn't this be a fun one to work with? You know, it took all the things that I said on my other one, but basically, let's say somebody has a COVID. Would this be a cute one to send to them? Get well soon. I mean, you could just, you could just go, this is how easy it is to look. Okay, get well soon. We miss you. We are praying for you. There's a little message right there. And let's say it wasn't, just squeeze it out. There you go. Isn't that cute? And then you could just say here to Wileen's husband. He didn't have it, but but we could put here to Wileen's husband, because he almost came down with it. Now look at, here's another one right here. Right there, you just move that over and you put here love, and you'd put here like, it's just so easy to use this. Oh, you could just put in here, let me see. You just play around with it, erase it a little bit. Like I say, I'm not the best at it, but I'm learning, okay? So you could learn along with me. It's very much, Helen, like Publisher. Okay, and then we'll just take that little part off. I don't know why it's doing that, why it's not letting me erase it. So if that were the case, I would just take it right now and I would just cut it out. Move that over. Now let's see why it's not letting me. I'm telling you how easy it is, and it's not letting me. So what we would do is I would just cut the whole thing out.
Those letters on the very end are hard to get out. It just,
Yeah,
you have
I'm
to, it's
telling you.
real touchy.
Yeah. So I wanted to take it and I'm going to actually cut it out. So, and I'm thinking there's one of these that I do to do that.
You can click on that dot and delete.
That's what I want. Click on. Right up here, there should be one of them. It's a delete. Why can't I see it, Wileen?
Well, if you click on the actual line
Yeah, I did. And I
on
went
the,
right.
on
And
the
I
little
said,
left button, go
Yeah.
to the little left button. Go to the left of the line.
okay,
There, click there.
okay. Delete.
Now,
Thank
there
you.
you go.
All right, so what I could do, you know
And then that
why?
one too.
That's why, is because it was there underneath.
Yeah.
So there we go. So now what I'll do is I'll go in and do another text.
Yeah, create a new line.
Do a trade, and this is how easy it is to do a text. You just go over here, and then basically now, one was on top of the other. That's why it wasn't letting me delete it.
Yeah.
Is that it was doing. So basically, there you go. You just have to go in there, and you can put your name in there, and that's where you're going to type. My address in there. And then you just, now when we're going to send it, you just go up here to where it says download. You're kind of in the way, right here. See right here, it says download. You're just going to basically hit that download. It's going to download it to your download file. And it's really easy. And that comes up as a wonderful email or whatever. You could use this program in so many ways with your business. That's all I can say is it's a fabulous program, and we'll work with it. I'll learn along with you. But I love working with it. I love creating things on it. and sending it to people, cards, anything. You could do posts on Facebook, posts on Instagram, on WhatsApp. You see me post things all the time on WhatsApp. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Okay, Bronwyn, I know you're there. I'm ready. We're ready for our deals for the month.
Okay, I'm ready to talk about them.
Oh, great.
Everybody get your December book. And we're going to talk about the December best deals that Jaffer has set up for us. It starts at 65% and all the way to 15%. At 65%, we have one deal, 55, one deal, 50%, one deal, 45%.
Bronwyn, what page are you on? What page?
I'm going to get to that.
Oh, okay.
I'm just talking about the number of deals that we have right now at what percentage.
Okay.
And I'm going to stop at 45. And in our book, we have QR codes. We have a lot of free gifts. We have scratch and sniffs. And right before I tell you now about deal number 1, I want to point out that on page 24, there is an error that Jaffer didn't write anything up about it. I put it on our little WhatsApp, but on page 24 of this book, there are lip pencils that are mixed up. The D is pictured with the E pencils. So I just want you to be aware so that if a client is ordering this and thinking one of their favorite colors went to an automatic pencil, it's not. It just is a publishing error. Okay, so now let's go to December deals. Number 1 is on page 3. This is a 65% savings deal. The retail value that Jaffer wrote is $440 for $149. This is page 3. This is also with a special edition of our Veston fragrance with the large size royal jelly of a 6.7 ounce. Now, our royal jelly, this one is the advanced formula, the royal jelly advanced formula, and the 1 ounce sells for $76. If you were to take $76 and multiply it by 6.7, which is what the ounces are, it actually comes to $509. So I don't know why the value that Jaffer had written was lower, but it actually really is a higher value. The value of this whole deal is really $447 because that Veston will sell for I think it's $33. $38 is the regular price of our other Veston line. Now the Veston that you see here is a special limited product that we don't have in our regular line. This one was just designed to work and promote this royal jelly special. So a consultant in buying this for $149, 50% off is $74.50. And it's like getting 5 royal jellies free because you're buying one royal jelly at $76. But let's say if you think about it differently, if you had placed an order and was going to select level 1 for $18, you get 1 royal jelly for $18. If you wanted 6 of them for 6 ounces, you would be spending $108. So $108 versus $74.50, great deal. So you want to make sure you point this out to your clients that this decanter is larger than the previous size. This is a double size decanter, and this is Jafra's best deal for December. Going to deal number 2 is on page 27. So go to your book, go to page 27. And normally I wouldn't really point something out like this, but because these are products that are maybe fading out of our line, but this is a great deal. This is a savings up to 55%. They titled this page as Last Chance. So this is something that you want to bring to the attention of your clients, that this is the last deal. These are their favorite products. They don't want to miss out on these deals. And what I've done, as I have talked about in the past to you, is I take my book and I go ahead and I write down the regular prices of each of the items. So on A, it would be $49, and B is $47, and C is $51, D is $51, E 51, and F is 42. And the reason I do that on top of each of those things is so that when I'm talking to the client, I want them to know what the value is of the product if they were buying it separately. And this is giving them a choice of three different items, and it says no purchase limit. So when it says no purchase limit, they can get three of the neck firming if they wanted. They can get three of item C of the line correctors. So this is a fabulous deal to pick three for $69. They get the free gift bag, a consultant in wanting to stock up on their favorite. And as I have talked before, is I only speak about it at 50% because we don't want to be telling our consultants of what they can get for 30%. We want them to aim high. We want them to be VIPs. We want them at that 50% mark. And if we keep talking 50%, they're going to work hard so that they make sure that they stay at that 50% mark. So for $69, 50% is $34.50. And it comes out to, breaking it down to, $11.50 each piece. So this is a fabulous deal number 2. Going to deal number 3 for December is on page 42. So if you go to your book and flip to page 42, and I'll point that out to you. Okay, so on page 42, these are special editions of our JF9 collection. And I'm first going to talk about the mini, because that really is the best deal on the page, is the mini. And then I'm going to tell you about how you can bundle it to make more than just an $8 sale. So at the bottom on page 42 is our JF9 mini collection. And this is available in 4 different scents of the blue, the black, the chrome, and the gold. A 50% consultant, it would be receiving $4 each piece. This is a great deal to put in a thank you gift to someone, and a gift stocking. Give it to your mailman if you have one. It just is a nice little thing to stock up on. And that's what you want to talk about to your clients too, is stock up on a variety of these things. You can use them throughout the year in giving special gifts. But what we want to point out to you is everything else that's on the page, because those are bundles that we can go ahead and upsell what we are doing. The minis is the best deal. That's deal number 3. But if you look right above the minis is the JF9 Duo for $32. You can go ahead and get $32 of having the Duo 2 pieces, add one more for $8, and that is $40. That still is a great gift. A 50% consultant can get that trio then for $20. That's a 3-piece set. When you look at the page next to it, the Married Gentleman, I just love the colors on the page. I think the products of the blue just stands out so nicely. They put a QR code of the gift box. And if you had viewed it, it would talk to you about putting the products in the gift box. It doesn't have tissue with it. You might want to let your client, if they purchase it, what's a few tissues that you can add into that box? Anyway, you would be bundling page number 43 as a, and that happened to be a 40% gift trio. At when you add the mini with it, it now becomes $50. So now you have 4 pieces together there. They would select the mini in the blue, add it into the 42. 42 and 8 is 50, and they're getting a free box. It would then be a value of $86. A consultant purchasing that together as a set, meaning the 4 pieces, is $25, and it comes out to $6.25 a piece. So that is a fabulous deal, whether you're getting it as the Jaffa Duo, adding it to a 3-piece, or to the Merry Gentleman page on with the 42 and the $8 mini. So that is deal number 3. And that's what we're going to talk about today, is just those 3 deals. So good luck on that.
Thank you, Bronwyn. Appreciate it so much. Okay, now we're going to hear from Daryl. Do you have a message for us, Daryl?
Well, I'm going to give you a little update on the energetic outlook for December. So last month, I always try to listen to, doctors and public speakers and a variety of different people. And I try to grasp one little idea or a theme for the month. So last month, during the elections and when the virus was ramping up and everything, last month it was warrior. So as I began to listen to what they're talking about for December, I chose, because they're saying that this is our last chance to get rid of things that no longer support us. So the word that I chose was to purge. And I know that probably sounds like a weird thing for December, but remember, we're going to go into the new year. And after this last year, I think all of us are ready to kind of move ahead and move on. And so let's talk a little bit about purging. So as we begin to come into 2021, they're saying that the energy in the world is going to ramp up. It's going to speed up. And we're going to get, and I don't know anything about astrology, but I'm kind of intrigued with the whole idea about the new moon and the full moon and what, I've heard this for years and years and years, but they're saying that what's happening is we're going to be getting a lot more clarity. We're going to be getting new ideas, new visions, and new being more creative. So we need to get rid of stuff that no longer serves us to get ready to get into the new year. So when I first heard the word, when I first thought about the word purge, I thought, obviously it's purge things, the things that we have, go into your closet, go downstairs and go through boxes of things that, maybe no longer serve us and stuff like that. So as we get ready for the final purge, I want you to also think about what you need to purge, not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, maybe even spiritually. So let's think of, I'm going to give you a couple of ideas. So purging or releasing. So release all remaining resistance. What are you being resistant against? As we have gone through 2020, it's so interesting because we're not getting the full picture, especially of what's going on in the world. So yesterday, unless you really dig for it and really search for it, you're not hearing what's going on in the rest of the world. But yesterday in Australia, huge, big gathering for freedom, talk about their freedoms. We're seeing that in England. We're seeing that in France. We're seeing it in Italy. All over the world, people are starting to say, we feel like our freedoms are being taken away. So again, what are you kind of resisting? What about purging resentment and guilt, shame, blame, the victim energy? I just talked to a friend yesterday and he was so into the victim energy. And I just said to him, I said, you need to forgive. I said, you need to forgive yourself for feeling like you've been duped is what we were talking about. What about purging judgment or criticism, jealousy, hate, anger, pain, grief, suffering, frustration? I think after this last year, we've all felt a total huge amount of frustration. Purging control or feeling like you're being controlled, spite. So these are just some of the things that, we need to think of, go into, as we go through December and we go in, because in the new year, things are going to ramp up again. Not like it was before. I don't think we're going to see a lot of huge changes, but it's not going to get better. They're not saying until spring. Spring is when we're going to see things maybe start to calm down and stuff like that. But if you're ready, if you go out and do things for yourself and do, be outside, you've got to be outside, you've got to, and if you can ground, we've talked about grounding before, if you can put your feet on the earth and just ground yourself, that's going to keep you into a energy that's going to help you along. So we all know December is a holy month. It's a special month. And again, the word purge does not really go with what we consider, December to be. But again, we're preparing for the new year. So there you have it. Purge. Think about what you need to purge.
Thank you. And also with Jafra, leave behind 2020 and you're going into a new year. So as you leave behind all of the unpleasantries, for me, I guess I'll look back on 2020. For me, it was a comeback year. I mean, because before that, for a couple of years, I kind of retired from this business. That I basically just was living off of all of the good things that I have built for so many years. But with this, I have to look back and say the positive thing that happened for me in 2020 was my business just took off. And I don't know about you, but the website, I love having Judith Hootie as our fearless leader. I mean, come on, spa candles. Would we have ever had spa candles come back and spa products? I mean, I just think there is a lot of the positive thing for me for 2020 was Jafra. Having the opportunity to use Zoom and meet with all of you. I mean, I get to see Bonnie Jean clear back across in New Jersey. I haven't seen her for like many years, and now she's on Saturday mornings. And I probably wouldn't have got to meet Karen Moran except for on the telephone. But for me, this has been an amazing year in a good way to offset the unpleasant trees of 2020, because it's also, on the other hand, and many of you that know me real well, has been a year of stress, but Jafra pulls me out of that stress. It pulls me into positive situations. So I will remember this year as the good and bad year. And I love, Daryl, that you're right. This is a good year for us. I'm purging right now all the unpleasantries and asking for forgiveness of anyone that I offended and all those things. It's a good time for us to reflect on those things and to set some New Year's resolutions. So I'm going to ask all of you, who's going to San Francisco with me? Hold on just a minute. I'm going to San Francisco. I hope you're going to go with me. I don't want to go by myself. Okay, who's going to Las Vegas with me? Oh, yeah.
Why don't you remind everybody when Las Vegas is?
Okay, Las Vegas is our national conference. Who else can say something about it? So we're all going to be together. We're all going to, what am I forgetting? It's our national conference and we're going to learn.
What date? When is it?
August? Is it in August?
August 6th, I believe.
August the 6th. So start packing your bags because we're all going to meet together there. And it's, and what's so wonderful about it is everybody, you don't have to earn it. You get to go. You just get to, and for all of us in Utah, it's drivable. So that's fun. Karen's going to have to get on the plane. So is Bonnie Jean. They're going to have to get. Bronwyn, you could drive. You could drive. So, but anyways, we want to invite everybody to meet us at National Conference. We want everyone to remember we're finishing up for San Francisco. So I hope some of you will be coming to San Francisco. It's still doable. whatever you do, don't miss Jackie's calls. Don't forget. And if it's all has to do with bringing people in and having them join Jafra. So December's a good month. People are looking for online businesses. They're looking for additional income. My favorite way to bring someone into Jafra is I am looking for women who want to add income to their lives. Maybe it's not for you, but maybe you know someone that it is for. So whenever you approach someone, remember the negative sell, which I taught you. You don't have to come on and say, oh, this is going to be the perfect business for you. I just know you should sign up, blah, blah, blah. Come on with I don't know if this is really right for you, but maybe it's right for one of your friends. I'm looking for women that want to add income to their lives. That is so non-pressure. That is so easy for you to say. So just remember, you're looking for women that want to add income, a second income or a third income to their life. I'm looking for women that love makeup. I'm looking for women that love to wear makeup, love to feel good, love to bodies and lotions and potions. If you're not interested, maybe you know someone that is interested. That's the best way to come on to people. So, and learn to do your business virtually, and remember that YouTube is such a great source. Anything you want to learn how to do, just put it in YouTube. Put the words in YouTube and it will come up. How to. How to are the two words. So, how to use Canva. Oh my gosh, you will find 1,000 tutorials on how to do Canva. Canva for beginners. Oh my gosh, it's such a great, you got to do Canva. That's all I can tell you. How to learn Google Keep. How do I learn Google Keep for beginners? All right, I hope I didn't leave anybody out today, but yes, Wileen.
Well, I'll plug something. Next Thursday night, I will be the guest testimonial for the Joy meeting. And then the next Monday on the 14th, Delanne and I will have our training on how to build your client base. So,
promise, you've got a big promise there, because let me tell you, the last one you guys did was the best training I've ever attended.
Well, we're doing pretty much the same thing. We hope to do a few changes, but most of it I think is going to be the same because we'll probably have new viewers, and I think a lot of it is worthy of repeating.
I do too. Absolutely.
But yeah, that's going to be a tough one to beat.
Why beat it? Why beat it? Just
right.
Duplicate it. Just duplicate it because it was so good. I love it. Okay, so write that on your calendars. And remember, every Monday night, we have training for consultants. And also remember, every Thursday, and I believe that's at 5 p.m. for the Joy meeting.
Yes.
5 p.m. Everything's Pacific time. So when you go into Jafra.com, you'll have a calendar right over there on the right side. And that calendar will tell you everything that's coming up for the week. So we encourage you to join us, because we have amazing training. And you know what I love about this? This is what I love about 2020 also. I didn't have to get in the car and drive across town. I didn't have to get on a plane and go somewhere. I could just do it right here. And then look, I left Utah. I left my home there because it got too cold for me. But now here I am in Arizona and the sun is shining. But guess what? I just brought my business with me right here in this computer. Right there. So I love that. I have to tell you, I didn't love driving on the freeways, and I didn't love having to, all of the things about that. Now I get to be with you in your kitchen or wherever you have your office or whatever, and we get to be together. We get to share ideas. So we're going to say goodbye for a minute right now to all of you that aren't with us live. But for those of you that are here with us live, we like to stay afterwards and talk. So I'm going to close the meeting and stop the recording.